My name is John Klesaris. I'm a white label partner with Rocket, attending the intensive event in Dallas, Texas. Outstanding. The biggest takeaway I have is not only meeting with the people in the hallways and so forth, but the nuggets that you get from each and every one of the sessions. Since August of last year, I met Justin at an EXP event years ago and was thoroughly impressed with his business model, but also his business acumen and the way he conducts business with people with the amount of integrity. I have a network of consulting clients that I've worked with for over 2 decades. And because it reaches across really every line of business, they're all qualified candidates for virtual assistants. It's the simplicity, and it's also the enthusiasm with which they work. And I tell this to my clients all the time. I say, when we work with our American-based teams, oftentimes it's a struggle to get, I hate to say motivation, but for lack of a better word, to get them into the groove of what we're trying to do. Sometimes Monday mornings, Tuesday mornings, it's a drag trying to get people up and running. Whereas the virtual assistants, we get on a morning call on Zoom, and the first thing they say is, "Good morning, Mr. John," with a big smile. So they're happy to be there, and they're happy to be doing the work. And that's really, in my mind, more valuable than anything else. The cost savings is great, the work ethic is great, but just that feeling that you've got people on board with you and on board with your vision and who want to be there. I have 2 virtual assistants. I have one that is my primary EA. The second one backs her up. I have them on a staggered schedule. So on the off hours from my primary, say the second VA will pinch hit, but they each have their own focus of tasks. So the EA is probably 2/3 of her time is spent as my EA. The other third is spent on my 2 businesses. The second VA handles entirely business matters for both the other businesses. I really haven't pinned that down yet. I've got pages of notes that I'll be going through, but off the top of my head, probably the social media. And that's a surprise to me because I can't stand social media. But it gave me a little bit of direction for some of the strategies I need to bring to that platform, or those platforms, I should say. Just now, they said focus on one platform and get that productive. And I underlined it twice in my notes on the table here. So get focused, focus on one, get it up and running before you jump to any other platforms. And I think I resonated with me. Don't look at them as an end-all, cure-all and simply as cost savings. If you look at them as true partners and you spend the time cultivating them and training them, that's when they're going to blossom for you. And I have gone through a number of virtual assistants, so I've seen the good side and the bad side, but in hindsight, a lot of my early failures with virtual assistants were my own failures because I didn't understand how to make that relationship work and how to make those systems work with virtual assistants. Now that I've learned the ropes, and of course Rocket is invaluable in teaching the ropes, it's a much easier process, much more streamlined. Rocket is not only responsive, but there's really a culture of caring about the success of the white label partners, and more importantly, the success of the clients. If the clients are not succeeding, then Rocket's not going to succeed. And obviously the success that they have had is indicative of the level of commitment they have to both their clients and the white label partners.